To call this council meeting to order for November 4th, 2024. Would you please rise and join me in the saying of the pledge, please?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice.
Moment of silent prayer or meditation. Thank you. Andrew, would you call the roll, please?
Councilman Holtz.
Present.
Councilman Curry.
Here.
Councilwoman King. Here. Councilman Mishler.
Present.
Councilman Fish. Councilwoman Hines. Councilman Crabtree.
Here.
Councilman Hanke. President Dawson.
Present. Make sure your cell phones are on vibrate or airplane mode. And if you come to the mic, make sure you speak into the mic so we can hear you clearly as well as council. Minutes for approval for October 17, 2024, special call meeting. Can I get a motion and a second to adopt those minutes?
So moved.
Got a motion by Mr. Crabtree, second by Mr. Mishler for the adoption. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed, same sign, motion carries. Presentations and introductions.
Do we do the minutes for October 21st, please?
Pardon?
We have two sets of minutes to approve.
I'm sorry. Minutes for approval for October 21st, 2024.
So move.
Got a
Second.
motion by Mr. Mishler, Mr. Crabtree, second by Mr. Mishler. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Now, presentation and introductions. Donna Lawson, Lerner Theater, 100th anniversary celebration. Good evening.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me tonight. I've been looking forward to coming and sharing some information about the centennial with you. The mayor asked me, I'm Dana Lawson, the mayor's asked me to chair this exciting event. And so I am pleased and honored to do so, along with a number of people who are community leaders that the mayor has also asked to be a part of this initiative. So let's just start with the learner and a little bit about, it's a landmark in our downtown, has been now for 100 years. And it reflects the passage of time. Since opening in 1924, it has withstood wars, economic shifts, cultural revolutions, and technological advancements. It's become a testament to the resilience and continuity in our community. Originally, it was a grand venue that people gathered to experience vaudeville acts, silent films, and musical performances. Through the Great Depression, it served as an escape for audiences craving some joy and inspiration in difficult times. And during World War II, it remained a comfortable place for families, even as our community members went off to serve. As the years progressed, the theater adapted to meet new, growing popularity of movies, with renovations and updates helping it stay relevant for new generations. In recent decades, the Lerner has evolved from a movie theater to a performing arts center that hosts concerts, plays, and community events. Extensive renovations in 2011 restored its original charm while equipping it for modern performances, thus solidifying its role as a cultural pillar in Elkhart. And today, the Lerner stands not just as a venue, but as shared memories for our community. I can remember when we were working on the 400 block initiative back in, before 2011, it was like 2010, and how much people in this community shared their memories and the love for this place. So, celebrating 100 years of the Lerner Theater is a major milestone. The historic theater has been a centerpiece of our downtown. And I'm here tonight to invite you to the Centennial Kickoff event to be held the same day as the premier opening, November the 24th in 1924. The afternoon features the first movie shown in the theater, Buster Keaton, starring in The Navigator, a silent film. The original pipe organ will accompany the film just as it did 100 years ago. The renowned organist Clark Wilson will be playing the original music score for our enjoyment. You each have in front of you some tickets for this event, which you really don't need. They're just more commemorative. The kickoff is at the Lerner Theater, November the 24th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a free event with free popcorn through the generous support of the Elkhart County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Friends of the Lerner, and the Community Foundation of Elkhart County. We hope you'll join us. The Lerner 100-Year Committee will be documenting the century-long history of this building, along with the 2011 renovation, and preparing for a centennial celebration in November 2025. We'll keep you updated as we progress with these exciting plans. So we're hoping you'll join us on November the 24th, and that you'll also work along with us throughout this year to let people in this community know that we are honoring the Lerner, just as the Lerner has honored us for the past 100 years. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any questions?
Questions for Diana? So we'll be there November 24th.
24th, 3 o'clock in the
3 o'clock,
afternoon.
3 p.m. Free popcorn, Kimball organ,
Free popcorn.
Buster Keaton. All right. Thank you, Diana. Appreciate
you.
it. Thank you. Moving on to unfinished business. We have ordinances on second, third reading. Would you read proposed ordinance 24-0-41 by title, please?
Proposed ordinance 24-0-41, an ordinance amending the zoning map created pursuant to ordinance number 4370, the zoning ordinance of the city of Elkhart, Indiana, as amended to rezone 203 North Napanee Street, Elkhart, Indiana, 46514 from R2 one family dwelling district to O office district.
I get a motion second to adopt this ordinance on second reading.
So moved.
We got a motion by Mr. Curry, second by Mr. Hinkie. Council discussion. Mr. Trotter.
I'm a little bit taller than Diana. Good evening. I'm here this evening to speak about a rezoning request the Plan Commission received and approved earlier this month unanimously to rezone the property on North Napanee Street from R2 one family dwelling district to office district. This rezoning reflects the way the property is actually being used. It is no longer being used as a single family residence. It's being used by the doctor's office directly adjacent to the south for overflow file storage and conference space.
Thank you. Questions for Eric? Mr. Hinkie.
Eric, remind me a little bit about the ownership and what is
David, speaking to your mic.
the ownership of this property and who is in it now?
It is owned by the doctor's office to the south, I had it right before I came up here, I'm sorry.
The lobotomist?
Dr. Moore, sorry. It's been a long day. Dr. Moore, so his office is to the south, and he acquired the property to the north. Okay. So this rezoning actually reflects the way the property is actually being used.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
Any other questions for Eric? Seeing none, thank you, Eric. I'll open to the public. Is there anyone in the public for the public hearing would like to speak with regards to this proposed ordinance? Seeing none, return it back to the council. Any other further council discussion? Seeing none, Angie, would you do a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Holtz.
Aye.
Councilman Curry.
Yes.
Councilwoman King.
Yes.
Councilman Mishler.
Aye.
Councilman Crabtree.
Yes.
Councilman Hanky. President Dawson.
Aye.
Third and final, please.
Got a motion from Mr. Hinkie, second from Mr. Crabtree for third and final. Would you read this ordinance by title and do a roll call vote, please?
Proposed ordinance 24-0-41, an ordinance amending the zoning map created pursuant to ordinance number 4370, the zoning ordinance of the city of Elkhart, Indiana, as amended to rezone 203 North Napanee Street, Elkhart, Indiana, 46514 from R2 One Family Dwelling District to O Office District. Councilman Holtz.
Aye.
Councilman Curry.
Yes.
Councilwoman King.
Yes.
Councilman Mishler.
Aye.
Councilman Crabtree.
Yes.
Councilman Hanky.
Aye.
President Dawson.
Aye.
Passes 7-0 on third and final.
Thank you. With regard to proposed ordinance 24-0-42, I've been asked by the petitioners to remove this from the agenda, so can I get a motion to remove
So
proposed?
moved. Second.
I got a motion from Mr. Hinkie, a second from Mr. Crabtree for removal from the agenda. Angie, would you read it by title, please?
Proposed ordinance 24-0-42, an ordinance amending the zoning map created pursuant to ordinance number 4370, the zoning ordinance of the city of Elkhart, Indiana, as amended to rezone 2520 and 2526 Bypass Road, Elkhart, Indiana, 46514, from M1 Limited Manufacturing District to R4 Multiple Family Dwelling.
Yes, let's do a voice vote. Angie, do a roll call vote, please.
Councilman Holtz.
Aye.
Councilman Curry.
Yes.
Councilwoman King.
Yes.
Councilman Mishler. Councilman Crabtree.
Yes.
Councilman Hanky.
Aye.
President Dawson.
Aye.
7-0, it was removed from the agenda.
Thank you. Would you read proposed ordinance 24-0-43 by title, please?
Proposed ordinance 24-0-43, an ordinance enacting and adopting the 23rd and 24th supplements to the Code of Ordinances for the city of Elkhart, Indiana.
I get a motion and a second to adopt this ordinance.
So move. Second.
Motion by Mr. Crabtree, second by Mr. Hinkie. Council discussion. Seeing none, we'll open it up to the public. Seeing none, return it back to the council floor for council discussion. Seeing none, Angie, would you do a roll call vote on second reading, please?
Councilman Holtz.
Aye.
Councilman Curry.
Yes.
Councilwoman King.
Yes.
Councilman Mishler.
Aye.
Councilman Crabtree.
Yes.
Councilman Hanky.
Aye.
President Dawson.
Aye.
Third and final.
I got a motion from Mr. Mishler, second from Mr. Hinkie for third and final. Angie, would you read it by title and do a roll call vote, please?
Proposed ordinance 24-0-43, an ordinance enacting and adopting the 23rd and 24th supplements to the Code of Ordinances for the city of Elkhart, Indiana. Councilman Holtz.
Aye.
Councilman Curry.
Yes.
Councilwoman King.
Yes.
Councilman Mishler.
Aye.
Councilman Crabtree.
Yes.
Councilman Hanky.
Aye.
President Dawson.
Aye.
Passes 7-0 on third and final.
Thank you. There are no ordinances or resolutions referred to committee. Would you please read table ordinance 24-0-10? I think that's going to remain tabled. Ordinance on first reading. Would you read proposed ordinance 24-0-44 by title, please?
Proposed ordinance 24-0-44, an ordinance authorizing the mayor or his designee to secure an Indiana Department of Homeland Security grant in the amount of $60,000 for the purchase of a birthing simulation mannequin for training purposes by the Elkhart Fire Department.
Thank you. If you have no objection, this will be assigned to second reading. Would you read proposed ordinance 24-0-45 by title, please?
Proposed ordinance 24-0-45, an ordinance appropriating $325,000 from the ARP Coronavirus Local Fiscal Recovery Fund to the provision of government services account to upgrade the audio video system of the Common Council chambers and other improvements.
I'm going to assign this to the Finance Committee. Would you read proposed ordinance 24-0-46 by title, please?
Proposed ordinance 24-0-46, an ordinance appropriating $75,000 from the ARP Coronavirus Local Fiscal Recovery Fund to the provision of government services account to collaborate with the Elkhart Chamber of Commerce in the implementation of the Benham Neighborhood Plan.
Thank you. This will be assigned to the Finance Committee. Would you read proposed ordinance 24-0-47 by title, please?
Proposed ordinance 24-0-47, an ordinance appropriating $150,000 from the ARP Corona Local Virus Fiscal Recovery Fund to the Negative Economic Impact Account to fund a collaboration with the Institute for Entrepreneurial Communities.
Thank you. This will be assigned to the Finance Committee. Would you read proposed ordinance 24-0-48 by title, please?
Proposed ordinance 24-0-48, an ordinance appropriating $1,500,000 from the ARP Coronavirus Local Fiscal Recovery Fund to the provision of government services account to upgrade the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system of City Hall.
Thank you. This will be assigned to the Finance Committee. Resolutions. Would you read proposed resolution 24-R-51 by title, please?
Proposed resolution 24-R-51, a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Elkhart, Indiana, confirming resolution R-50-24, which declared a certain area in the City of Elkhart to be an economic revitalization area for the purpose of granting tax phase-in benefits to Consolidated Metals, Inc., Westwood Manor, Inc.
I get a motion and a second to adopt this resolution.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. Mishler, second by Mr. Hinkie. Council discussion. No council discussion. It'll open up from the public. Is there anyone in the public who would like to speak with regards to this for the public hearing? Seeing none, return it back to the council. Any further council discussion? Seeing none, Angie, would you do a roll call vote on this resolution, please?
Councilman Holtz.
Aye.
Councilman Curry.
Yes.
Councilwoman King.
Yes.
Councilman Mishler.
Aye.
Councilman Crabtree.
Yes.
Councilman Hanky.
Aye.
President Dawson.
Aye.
Passes 7-0.
Thank you. Would you read proposed resolution 24-R-52 by title, please?
Proposed resolution 24-R-52, a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Elkhart, Indiana, to approve two memoranda of agreements between the City of Elkhart and Consolidated Metals, Inc., Westwood Manor, Inc.
Thank you. Can I get a motion and a second to adopt this resolution?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Hinkie. Second by Mr. Crabtree. Council discussion. Mr. Hinkie.
I just had questions in regards to the score grid and the length of abatement. If they are being considered separately but scored collectively.
Drew Wines, Economic Development. Thank you, Councilman Hanke. They are scored separately. The bulk of what brought them up to a 5-year for real property was being in a target industry, advanced manufacturing, their investments in automation. They're redeveloping a parcel that's 25 years old, and also they're making Elkhart their headquarters for their company. So that bulk of 30 points is what contributed to their result in them qualifying for a 5-year real property phase-in.
Because it was actually $1 million just shy of, right, in a total investment plus 10 jobs.
They had 30 jobs, I believe.
30?
Yes, for Consolidated Metals, I believe they had 30.
Okay, but the total investment was?
Or for real property, it was $625,000, and then that those 30 additional points for 10 points for headquarters, 10 points for being in a target industry, advanced manufacturing, and their investments in a 25-year-old facility. That's what helped bring them up to a 5-year for real property.
Okay, and this is in line with everything we've done thus far, or is this a change?
This is
in
aligned
scoring?
this is in line with previous abatements.
Okay, because this sounds different than maybe 6 years ago, 7 years ago. So I just wondered, when did we implement the targeting of industries? That was within how many years?
Well, Drew wasn't here 6 years ago, and neither was his boss, so it'd be tough for him to answer that.
We can certainly discuss with the EDC as they produce the scorecard for Elkhart County and see when that was implemented, and we highlight both target industries for the state and for Elkhart County, and advanced manufacturing is certainly one of them.
Okay, if you don't mind, maybe I could request a copy of the scorecard.
Certainly, certainly. Happy to do that. Happy to discuss further.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll do that under new business, raising the wage. Okay, any other discussion? I'll open it up to the public. Is there anyone in the public who would like to speak with regard to this resolution? Seeing none, bring it back to the council. Any further council discussion? Seeing none, Angie, would you do a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Holtz.
Aye.
Councilman Curry.
Yes.
Councilwoman King.
Yes.
Councilman Mishler.
Aye.
Councilman Crabtree.
Yes.
Councilman Hanky.
Aye.
President Dawson.
Aye.
Passes 7-0.
Thank you. Would you read proposed resolution 24-R-53 by title, please?
Proposed resolution 24-R-53, a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Elkhart, Indiana, declaring a certain area to be an economic revitalization area for the purpose of granting tax phase-in benefits to PECF Enterprise, Inc., DBA Triangle Rubber, LLC, N7 Guild, LLC.
Thank you. Can I get a motion and a second to adopt this resolution?
So moved.
Got a motion by Mr. Mishler, second by Mr. Hinkie, Mr. Crabtree. Council discussion. Yes, sir, Mr. Mishler.
Drew, is this the first abatement this company has requested?
That is my understanding.
Okay, thank you. And to be clear, this is a 3-year abatement, which will be $1 million in real estate improvements, $2 million in personal property, create 10 jobs with an average salary of about $58,000 a year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is also one of the targeted industries, correct? That's why it's a 3-year abatement?
They, yes, they're, so Triangle Rubber is a local manufacturer. They have 3 Elkhart locations, one in Elkhart County, one in Goshen, one here in Elkhart off Beck Drive, and they service the automotive and appliance industries, supplying companies all across North America. And like Councilman Mitchell was saying, $1 million in existing building improvements. They're building a new addition to house $2 million worth of automated equipment that they are investing in. And they are also an advanced manufacturing project, and they are in target industries, automotive, tier 1, tier 2. And so we are recommending a 3-year personal property and 3-year real property tax phase in, and they're creating 10 new jobs with an average annual salary of $58,240.
And we, could you give me the definition of what the automotive tier 1 and tier 2 production is, what the difference is between the two of them in the future?
Certainly. I believe the difference is automotive tier 1 is directly to OEMs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep.
Mr. Hinkie.
So again, I asked, this is a $3 million investment, right? 3-year abatement. And the one we just passed was $1 million?
The previous, while the MOAs are respective for real property and personal property, they are, Consolidated Metals is investing $9.1 million in personal property equipment in automated steel mills.
Okay,
that is, while they are respective projects, that is, a very sizable investment in equipment.
Agreed. I just wanted to size it up as a comparison to where we were going in both of them in a target market. Okay, thank you.
I understand. Thank you.
Thank you, Drew. All right, I'll open up to the public for the public hearing. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak with regards to this resolution? Seeing none, we'll turn it back to the council. Any other council discussion? Seeing none, Angie, would you do a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Holtz.
Aye.
Councilman Curry.
Yes.
Councilwoman King.
Yes.
Councilman Mishler.
Yes.
Councilman Crabtree.
Yes.
Councilman Hanky.
Aye.
President Dawson.
Aye.
Passes 7-0.
Thank you. There are no vacation hearings. Other new business among council members? Mr. Hinkie?
Just a couple of things. I've, had a lot of positive feedback in regards to the level of streets, road improvements across the city. I think that's a big deal. People need to know what's coming next. I'd also would like to commend police for how they handled Halloween. Although it wasn't as much traffic in our neighborhood, we did have a squad car passing through, which was very nice. I would ask that the council review internal control policy. It's something we have not done under this administration, but it's very important. It is city, county, and state law. And I'd also then formally request information in regards to internal investigation of CDBG funds. I was alerted to by an employee, and I've never heard the follow-up. So I'd just like a formal answer if that was something that should have gone to internal control council committee.
Well, David, I think John Esper sent us an email with regards to that.
Said he was investigating it.
No, he sent us an email asking for more information as to who, what, when, and where. I think that was the last email that he sent out to us with regards to that.
I guess the question is, I thought you were the one that said who, what, when, where, and if someone is calling for an investigation, the question is, if there is an allegation, we are to investigate whether it is valid or not.
And that's what he was trying to find out, whether the
that's what-
allegation was valid, and you did not respond to the email saying who, what, or where, so he did not move forward with that. I can forward you the email response if you like, but that was the last correspondence we had with regards to that.
I did formally forward it to the Indiana Access Attorney, and he said that he would speak to Mr. Espar next week.
Well, make sure you send that to us in writing so we know that you sent that, so we have a copy of it. Any other new business? Mr. Mishler.
Yes, I just want to thank our Parks Department for the recent presentations that they've had. I thought it was very informative and a great opportunity for myself and members of the public to learn more about our parks and potential opportunities for future development and community engagement as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Under new business, we have been at the minimum wage for tax abatements at $15 an hour for a period of time. I'd kind of like for us to revisit that. I mean, you don't have to get up and speak to it. I'm just saying, I want to pass it on the mic that we'd like to revisit what that minimum wage should be or could be from when we set it a number of years ago. So that's something we'd like to look at. Okay, reports, Mayor, Board of Works, Board of Safety. Nothing, okay. Neighborhood Association reports. Neighborhood Association reports.
Yeah, I'd like to report for the PM Moran Neighborhood Association. Our PM Moran Neighborhood Association, we actually postponed our meeting to this coming Sunday at 4 p.m. at my house, but just to show you how the benefits of having a neighborhood association in place is just so beneficial to everybody. The reason we postponed it, I think most of you that been around for a while know the Suggs family and know that Veronica Suggs passed away, Schaefer, Mike, and Clint Suggs, sisters, and some of us from Elkhart went down for that yesterday, but we offered the city's condolence on behalf of Mayor Rod, since he was out of the country without us, and but our neighborhood association, we try to do what we can to keep our neighborhood active and do it. But on Saturday, there was a misunderstanding in our neighborhood. I was called. I got there and was talking to people about what had happened. Anyway, they informed me the police had been called, and I said, "Oh, really? Why?" But anyway, Officer Ryan Huff, do I have the name right? He came and was very professional, and we kind of felt for him getting in the middle of this situation, but he was very good. So we want to commend Officer Huff the way he handled this situation in our neighborhood. Then the vice president of the neighborhood association, he showed up, and it was just good how this worked out. And I just think it's just being in place helps everybody. And everybody, like I said, we were just happy the way the situation was resolved. And we'll be talking about that and other stuff this weekend at my house at 4 p.m. if anybody wants to stop by. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Curry. Any other neighborhood association reports? Seeing none. Privilege of the floor. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on anything that was not on the agenda tonight? Seeing none. Scheduling of committee meetings. We will have a Finance Committee meeting November the 12th at 6 o'clock to go over the ordinances referred to committee. That's for the Finance Committee. Okay. Acceptance of communications, minutes of October 8th, 2024, public safety. Can I get a motion?
So move.
Got a motion by Mr. Crabtree, second. Second by Mr. Mishler. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Can I get a motion for adjournment?
So move.
Got a motion from Mr. Crabtree, second from Ms. King. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.